I'm Kristen and welcome to Be My Travel Muse. Today we're going to talk about what is in my electronics bag. I've been traveling the world for the last 5 years now, and I've always prided myself on being quite the minimalist with my packing. For 2 full years, I traveled carry-on only. Those were the glory days. Those days are unfortunately behind me. Today I'm going to be showing you what exactly goes into my electronics bag and how I pack it so that I can make sure it all stays safe and gets with me to my end destination. So when I'm packing my carry-on bag for a flight, I like to use this guy. This is a PacSafe bag, and PacSafe is one of my favorite brands for my travel gear because it is made to be theft-proof. This bag has features that make it much harder to steal my stuff and my personal data. First of all, this compartment here is great for my camera and my various lenses that I have. At this point, I have 2 cameras and 5 lenses, but I'm usually only traveling with 1 camera and 3 lenses. So this has ample space for all of that. I also really like that up here it has individual little storage pouches for each of my SD cards and my batteries. Another very nice feature about this bag is that the zippers can be clipped into place. One other very important feature is the RFID blocking technology that this guy has. My passport and my wallet go in here when I'm traveling. So it's very nice to be able to not only lock this pouch, but also to know that if someone accidentally bumps into me with a scanner to try to get my information, they will not be successful. Basically, I am like the most annoying person possibly to rob. That is how you keep your stuff safe when you're traveling on the road. That bag is perfect for if I'm just bringing my camera gear and my computer along, but sometimes I also want to bring along my drone and my underwater gear if I'm going somewhere fun and tropical, where I need to get a variety of shots. In that case, I bring this guy along with me. This is a new bag that I got recently, and what I really love about it is that you have this compartment back here where you can stick your computer. And this is on my back, so people basically cannot get into here to steal my computer when I'm wearing my bag. Second of all, when I'm going through airport security, it's way easier just to unzip this back portion and pull out my laptop, so I don't have to dig through the whole thing to find it. This bag also has a clip so that I can lock up the zippers, and it's got these nice waist straps so that I can distribute the weight, because this thing with all of my gear in it gets heavy. So let's have a seat and I will show you all of my camera gear and how I pack it for travel. All right, hold everything. This just arrived. I mean, I pulled my address label off. But the mailman just brought this package, which I've been expecting, so this is also going to be an unboxing video now. Could be inside. I've actually never watched an unboxing video. I don't know how they go, but I assume that someone just opens up a box and slowly takes things out and goes, ooh, ah, ooh. Here we go. I have been wanting to get another lens so that I could do those cool photos where it kind of looks like one thing is in focus and then everything else is blurred. And just to get kind of a new perspective other than this wide-angle lens that I'm always using. So, opening my box. Instructions I'm not gonna read. A piece of cardboard. And, whoa, this thing is kind of big. And voila! So, and it's wrapped in more stuff. Oh, this is a heavy lens, but the reason why is because it's made with metal and high quality glass. It's beautiful. This is so cool. All right, that is my new lens. So this is a fixed lens, and it's 35 millimeters. I'm not sure what this little ring does. Maybe this is just the focus. Aperture. This is the aperture. It has an aperture ring. I've never seen that on a lens before, but I've never had a fixed lens before. So yeah, this is exciting. My new lens, yay. Check it out, let's see how it looks. Check it out. Looks pretty good, huh? I say we do the rest of the video using this new lens. Woohoo, new toy. All right, so this is basically all of the tech gear that I bring along with me when I am traveling. And again, it depends on where exactly I'm going. If I'm going to a national park, for example, I don't bring my drone along because it's not allowed to fly it there. And if I'm not going to somewhere that has water, I don't need to bring this dome along with me. My next big trip is to Mexico and I have to bring all of this stuff with me. So let's zoom in real quick, I'll show you what I have and then I will show you how I make sure that it all goes into the bag safe and sound. Okay, so this is my electronic gear. This is the GoPro 4. I know that the 6 is out now, but I can't keep up, so I have this one that I got a couple of years ago, and this is the dome. And I use this to get these half above, half underwater shots that you see on my Instagram. And to keep it safe, I have a very scientific method. This is one of the free shower caps that you get in hotel rooms. So this doesn't always come with me. Obviously, it only makes sense if there's water, but when it is, this is really cool stuff to have along. This is my wide-angle lens, and this is what I use most of the time to film and shoot with. This is my external hard drive. This is pretty important because you don't always have a strong enough internet connection to back up your files. So this has 1 terabyte of space. This is really important as well. It is an adapter, and it's got enough spaces to plug in 4 different USB ports, and it also works with just about any electronic around the world. At this point, I have plugs from the US and plugs from Europe since I live in Germany now, so I need actually an adapter with a lot of options. These are filters. These help me get long exposure shots. And I like to bring this along for iPhone photography. This is a wide angle lens, and I can just clip it on and get some kind of cool Instagram stories. Or if I really don't want to bring my camera along, this guy works pretty well for capturing photos. This helps me to clean the sensor on my camera. This is a telephoto lens. This is really good for wildlife photography or things that are far away. It can also be kind of cool for portrait shots, just like the lens that we have right now. This is an external battery so that I can keep charged if I am out hiking or if I am on a long bus ride or something like that. This is my iPad. This doesn't always come along with me, but I do really like to have it along with its attached keyboard to do some typing when I'm on flights. I find that it is a more ergonomic setup since I can detach this, so that's really nice to have along. Oh, my drone. This is one of my favorite toys. What I really like about this drone is that I can fold out the arms. I usually have extra batteries along too because when I'm out hiking, it does add a lot of extra weight, but each battery is only good for about 20 minutes and I can't usually recharge when I am out on the move. This is my Kindle. This is probably one of the most important essential items to come along with me. I do a lot of reading, so I've got a ton of books on here, and what I love about it is that even though I've got all these books, I don't have a lot of weight, so this is a nice little item. I use this to organize all of the cords and chargers that I have because at this point, with all of this stuff, I do have a lot. So for a while I was just kind of stuffing everything in there, and then I realized it's way better off in something like this. This was super cheap. This is my solar charger. As you can see, it's quite dirty, but I use this when I'm on long hikes. It does add some weight, but it keeps my camera charged up, and that for me is invaluable. And I can use these little USB ports to keep stuff charged. And of course, the only thing other than my passport to come with me to every country I've been to is my computer. I used to have a MacBook Air, which is in here, but now I travel with the MacBook Pro, and that's so that I can have the higher powered editing software for making videos like this one. Okay. So let's get all of this packed into my backpack and ready to go. So in the back here, I like to put my drone because usually when I go through security, they do want to see what that thing is all about. And my computer, of course. And then at the top here, I've got a little bit of space, so I'm just going to put my lenses, keep them nice and safe in there. And now the front. Because I want to access it easily, I'm going to put my phone in here, as well as my Kindle. And because I like to be able to just grab it for easy typing on the flight, I'll put my iPad in here too. Okay, so now for the inside compartment. This is basically where all the rest of the other stuff goes. So in here, it looks kind of like a clamshell the way that I have it now. We have this little pouch and then this inside area. The bottom of it here has the drone and the camera stuff. So in the top here, I'm going to just put all of the extras that don't need as much protection. And then in the very top, the dome. And now I am pretty much good to go. So that is what is in my electronics backpack. Yes, I do often have the tripod that this camera is on right now, and I can just strap that to the back here, or I'll put it in my checked luggage because sometimes they don't really like you bringing tripods through security. I did have a problem once, but in the end they let me take it on. That would have been sad if I couldn't because that's not a cheap tripod. Also, obviously I have my camera, but usually I handhold my camera because sometimes I like to film when I am boarding the plane or when I exit. If you are having a weight problem with your bag, take out the things that are not valuable, like the chargers or the batteries, and put them in your checked luggage, and then your expensive electronics can stay with you on board. And yeah, big surprise, I've got more in here than I usually bring as far as clothing, toiletries, and shoes, and my makeup, and my jewelry. Everything combined, I have more electronics than I do other stuff. So yeah, that is the life of a travel blogger. I hope that you guys liked this video. If so, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below what kind of tutorials you want to see next. Or if you have any packing wisdom to share, I am all ears. Make sure that you subscribe for new videos every Wednesday, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!